Alright, so I am here with Mr. Gabriel Hamilton. What's up, Gabe?
How we doing out there? I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Good, man. So tell me a little bit about your character, Joe.
Okay, well, my character is Joe Robinson. From what I heard, his name is Joe because he's like the average Joe, the average man out there who doesn't want to commit. And so he's been in a relationship with the same young lady for 6 years. And we're going to find out whether or not this relationship goes further in marriage or if they decide to call it quits.
Okay,
but Joe's one of those types of guys who, you know, is kind of scared of commitment, wants to put a lot of other things before committing to the lady that he says he loves. So we'll just have to see what happens from there.
Okay.
That's just a little tidbit.
All right, and then tell me a little bit about your friends in the play.
Well, my best friend in the play is called Nate, Nate Crawford, and he's the type of guy who is always busy. You know, he's constantly putting work over fun and pleasure and just enjoying life. Doesn't really take out the time to smell the roses. He's just constantly just looking to do the next project, the next thing for work, trying to move up his way in that corporate world, but not really taking out the time to find that soulmate, that helpmeet, you know, that God says that we all should have, because, you know, he did say it's not good for man to be alone.
Right.
And Nate is, you know, he's just putting work before anything else.
Absolutely.
Then we have Pablo. Pablo is the player. You know, he's the individual who's, you know, got a lady for every day of the week. All right, and he just feels like he can do that because he's good looking and he's got his whole life ahead of him, and he feels like, you know, he's a ladies' man. He feels like he's Mr. Casanova, you know. But I mean, we see a little bit of development in him too when one of the relationships that he had comes back. Now he faces that person again, and they have a little conversation, a little conflict, more drama in that relationship. And again, we see how that goes too.
Okay.
Don't give that away. And then we have Armani, who is Armani is not Armani. I'm sorry. His real name and his character's name is Pete.
Right.
Pete is a 35-year-old retired basketball player who now lives in his mother's basement.
Oh wow.
And he is a total loser, and nobody respects him.
Right.
Except for his brother a little bit, but it's kind of hard to see where his brother respects him. His little brother was probably the player. He kind of gives him a couple of jabs and a little rib, you know, shots, you know, talking about the position that he's finding himself in. Again, being 35, still living in his parents' basement, bringing over his kids to sleep on his mom's couch when he come to visit.
Wow.
His life is just in total shambles.
Right.
You know, so those are the 4 male characters that I just described for you.
Okay.
Now we have, did you want to hear the female characters?
Well, let me ask you this. So which one of the 4 do you think in real life kind of describe you? Yeah.
Wow. I would have to say, I'm going to be honest, I would have to say that I'm a combination of probably 3 out of the 4. Okay. I'm not going to say I'm Pablo, who's just a female every day.
Right.
It's not like that. Right. But I have been in relationships where I've been in them for quite a while, and, you know, the female's looking like, okay, where is this going next? And I'm still kind of looking like, maybe I could do a little bit better. Yeah. You know, so I don't commit. Yeah. And also, I'm so busy with everything that I'm doing that sometimes I really don't give the relationships that much commitment and time as I should. And I'm just a little bit like Pete, because even though I'm busy, sometimes I'm busy doing things that are not going to be as productive for me as those other things that I should be doing. Okay. So those are the 3 I would say. All right. A little combination of both.
Well, that's very honest. That's cool. That's cool. All right. Well, tell me how people can get tickets if they want to.
Well, there's several ways that they can get tickets. One, they can look it up on theatermania.com. Okay. That's one way. You can go on there and you'll see the show Love's Gonna Get You, and you'll be able to log in and get the ticket price information and see the show times and be able to get it that way. Then you could also go to diversityplayersofharlem.com. That's another way that you can go ahead, log on to that website, and get the information on the show times and the show dates and the prices of tickets and things like that. Okay. Then there's some phone numbers that I don't know off the top of my head. Right. But I'm sure they're probably flashing right.
I'll make sure they. Yeah. Exactly.
That's the number to call.
That's what's up. All right, man. Well, we appreciate it, and we'll see you on stage.
All right. I'm looking forward to it. Come out to see Love's Gonna Get You. Your life will be changed. It won't be the same after you see this show.
That's what's up.
All right. Peace.